right here on the Muskecon channel, Andy O'Reilly, and across from me over there is the Belky Bartokamus of Internet News. It's the one and only Dave Cackley. What are you doing?
I'm picking my calluses.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Where'd you get calluses from?
Because I'm a working
Family
man.
Show. Don't answer
no.
that.
This is woodworking.
Yeah, okay.
Woodworking.
Yeah. That's what you call it nowadays, huh?
Formica. Yeah. Oh, funny. You talked to me about my language. Good Lord.
I didn't. What? You said woodworking. I agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
No language here.
Damn.
Nothing offensive or foul from me, my friend. That's not how things
not
work
at
on
all.
my show.
No. You never engage in innuendo.
No,
never.
Not me.
You wouldn't do
I
that.
Dream of that. Did you see my new shirt?
Of course not. Yeah. Wait. You wore that yesterday.
Yeah. Sometimes I wear the same shirt because I just come. See, here's how it works for me. Since I work for myself now, I just come down the stairs, and then because I have my house clothes on underneath this. The professionalism up here, down underneath, still the jammies.
Of course.
But I saw this at the Meijer the other day, and I'm like, wow, there's an incredible list of the B crew. Let's get that shirt.
Yeah,
so we've got Rosie. Rosie there.
Hey, there's Yogi.
Yogi. Augie Doggy is on here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the Hanna-Barbera bunch.
Exactly. Is that the secretary from Hong Kong Phooey?
It might be. We got everybody on there.
Wow,
Pebbles,
you got the B
Bam
and
Bam.
the C team.
Down over here is Huckleberry Hound. See Huckleberry Hound?
Yeah, nice.
We got them all on there, man. So feeling pretty stylish in my new shirt.
Oh my God.
I know.
All right, good for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Dress to impress.
Well, hey, you know what? When I look at it like this, dude, when I'm a value-minded shopper and I'm in Meijer on a Sunday, I walk by the shirt rack that says buy one, get one for $1. And the shirts are $11. I mean, it's time we're splurging.
Oh, well, yeah. Hey, $12.
It's 2 shirts, $12.
2 shirts, $12.
I'm on it.
That you could just rotate every other day. No one will know.
Right.
Oh, God.
Coming from
good
the guy
for you.
who shops at a laundry basket.
Hey, no. Plato's Closet is not a laundry.
No. Let's not pick on me for shopping at the used clothes store.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
Not at all. You get very stylish upper crust items that somebody else wore for a year or two, it's been cleaned and pressed.
Got their armpit stains in them.
No, none of that. They bleach those out.
No, they don't.
That's how they do it at Plato's, man.
I got news for you. So anyway, enough of our fashion show. Let's get down to the hard-hitting news that everybody's dying for, and we're ready to stand and deliver. Dave Cackley, take it away.
All right, let's get into it. Larry Nassar's former boss at Michigan State has been arrested.
What?
William Strample was taken into custody on Monday night. Now, the Ingham County Sheriff's Department has refused to say what charges Strample may be facing. The probe is being led by the State Attorney General's office. Strample was the dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine before taking a leave of absence back in December. Strample reportedly never followed up after ordering Nassar to have a third person present during certain treatments. So I don't know what they charge him with, but
I don't know. Not good.
You
think? All right. So honestly, and take your Michigan State.
I got no.
No. I don't put you on the spot as a Michigan State fan.
No.
But do you think that the fallout will continue over to Izzo and D'Antonio now that the seasons are over?
See, I thought that earlier, but then the more I looked at what the ESPN story was, people forget that back in 2015, now these allegations, these were known allegations, just the names were redacted.
Right.
Because no charges were brought. Back in 2015, ESPN did a report that showed that students at Michigan State weren't treated any different than athletes. That was 2015. They were rehashing an old story from years before that involving a couple of basketball players and some football players who, if you're not charged with a crime, you and I can look at it as, well, maybe you should dismiss them. Maybe I don't know. But they were following, by all accounts, they were following school policy by how they dealt with these issues. So, I don't think anything happened. I think Izzo and D'Antonio both stick around. because I don't think there's anything that eventually sticks to them. That's not me being a fan, because like I said, initially my initial gut reaction was they were both gone until I looked into it more. And this is a gymnastics issue. I'm not saying there weren't problems with the football and basketball programs regarding some of the things that went on, but there's nothing that is going to stick to either of those coaches.
Right.
Anyway, what else is happening? The Dow Jones jumped 670 points. That erased half of the ground it lost last week. This was the biggest single-day gain since August of 2015. The biggest gains were in tech and bank stocks, which took a big hit last week amid trade tensions between the U.S. and China. That's a big deal. It seems that has settled down, and it looks like we may have better dealings with China. And I don't know what the long-term ramifications are. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but we'll have to see what happens. I don't know.
I was glad yesterday to read a headline that it said that the average banker on Wall Street got a $180,000 bonus last year.
It's good to be in banking.
I guess so.
What do you want? That's always been the case.
I want a job like that.
Then you should have gone into finance. I should have gone into finance.
Yeah.
Right. Or those are good jobs to have without question.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with guys getting. I don't have an issue. I
don't have an issue with either. But what do they produce?
Then why bring it up?
They push money back and forth. That's what they do all day.
Yeah. I got a good friend of mine who's a wealth planner. That's what he does. He shows people where to put their money.
Yep.
He's not creating anything, but he makes bank off that. Good for him.
Yep.
I'm like, that's great.
Until the market crashes.
I wish I was.
Everybody that followed their advice loses it, except the bankers who have their golden parachutes, and they're all safe. That's fair.
Look, man, life is. Here's this is. I don't know if you're aware of this, Andy.
That's what I have
Andy,
to say.
Same thing I tell my son Max.
Tell me.
Life is not fair.
I didn't say
Suck it up. Deal with it. What else is going on?
Some of us live in the real world. Some of us live at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, some of us help our families out when our families are in need.
Hey, yes, we do.
There you go. Protesters are expected today in Marshall at a Build Your Own AR-15 program, which will be held at a veterans post. Chris Walden is a Battle Creek gunsmith and firearms instructor. He will host the first of several 3-hour sessions on gun safety and how to build a semi-automatic AR-15. The program will begin at 6 p.m. at the VFW post in Marshall. Gun safety is obviously a good thing. I don't know about the building your own AR-15. There are gun enthusiasts. I'm not an enthusiast, but I think a lot of this stuff really is you get these anti-gun protests going, and people react. And like you saw NRA membership, I believe, jumping. You see people, even though, look, it's not about taking your guns away.
Never will.
Any reason, but people are, you get a little nervous because that's what the legislators aren't going to talk about taking your guns. The kids kind of were. That's what the kids are doing, and that's where I have the issue with. Kids have the right to speak their mind, especially those who went through horrific tragedy that I cannot imagine seeing one of my friends blown away. I can't imagine what that would do to me psychologically at the age of 14 through 17. But man, we cannot. You can't let the emotion to decide your legislation. You just cannot do it.
I agree.
What else is happening?
All this chatter back and forth either which way. Mm-hmm. It's selling a lot of guns. It's selling. Oh,
it absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Why wouldn't the right continue to fuel it?
Mm-hmm. Well, and here's the other thing, and we've kind of touched on this before. You own a handgun.
A couple.
You're a gun owner. You own two. Yeah, I didn't know you own two, but you own two.
What?
Handguns kill more. Handguns kill more people than any other weapon.
Yeah,
it's handguns. Whether it's suicide, whether it's homicide, you name it, it's handguns. So you're not going to make a dent in any of this if you don't take away a gun that you can't take away, nor should you be able to.
I agree.
I mean, that's
if it's not a gun, it's going to be a car, And if it's not a car,
Right,
it's going to be a
exactly.
bag of fertilizer. You're not going to stop crazy. And I have said repeatedly and to ad nauseum that it needs to be, everybody needs to calm down. We need to talk. We need to come up with a solution. We don't need to throw anybody under the bus. We don't need to, the fear mongering and the never ending spin that's being put on by both sides.
Yes.
Both sides of the argument are in on this one for all they can get. And it's a giant distraction. I mean, it's relevant and it's real, but look at the real issues out here in the world.
Yeah.
And everything going on around this, dude, it just needs to calm down. People need to be realistic, and we need to have an honest, grown-up conversation about what's good, what's right, and where we can compromise.
See, I hate it. I hate it when you and I agree. It's just it bothers me because it's more fun to argue.
Yeah.
And I can't argue with you on this because you're absolutely right.
I know.
I hate it when I hate it when we agree. It's just annoying to me. I don't know why. Muskecon, excuse me. Muskecon 2.0 brought crowds and families to downtown Muskegon over the weekend. We touched on this, I believe, Thursday. The comic book and toy convention attracted even more vendors and groups than a year ago. Holiday Inn Muskegon Harbor hosted the event last Saturday. Organizers said the response was overwhelming. Did you get out and were you able to check any of that out on Saturday?
You want to see what I got?
I would absolutely love to see what you got.
I was down there. I really was. I went down. We did a little Facebook Live with Pete McCarthy. He is a great organizer. He put on a really fun show, and I don't know where my things went.
I would have thought that would have been prominently displayed.
Out around the corner.
Okay.
I got a Shrek and a donkey from my studio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I keep some fun toys in the studio to kind of set the mood and all that stuff. Well, they had have you seen those Funko Pop characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Shrek and a donkey.
See, for whatever reason, Max wasn't really into Shrek. I didn't understand. I tried to get him into it because it's one of those movies that adults and kids can enjoy because there's some adult subtext in there along with the fun stuff for the kids, but just wasn't into it. I don't know why.
I kind of big time nerded out over the last weekend because I went to the Muskecon on Saturday, and then Sunday Cindy and I went to see Sherlock Gnomes, which I really like.
Wait, did you take a child? Did you take Colton to that,
No.
No.
This was just the Elton John musical, man. I liked it. It wasn't as good as Romeo and Juliet, but it was really good over at Cinema Carousel. I liked it.
You didn't take a child to that. You went as adults.
No, we just went by ourselves. It's great.
All right. Not judging.
Of course not.
Not judging.
Because you're such a man of discerned taste when it comes to entertainment.
Absolutely.
You are.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what I do on
You
my
went to see that silly Elton John cartoon. I sat in a booth at a restaurant all day and tipped a waitress $2. That's what I did. That's what the men do on Sunday.
Okay, look, football season's over, so I haven't had to leave any tips for a while.
I'm going to leave you a prayer card for your great service today.
That's what, you know what? I would, I would love a prayer card. I love knowing people are praying for me. Absolutely.
Pay your rent with a prayer card. You bet, Dave.
Hey, then that's when you come into financial windfall. I'm telling you. Yeah, what's that $5 going to do? What's that $5 going to get you? Burger? That prayer card, you never know.
Back to work tomorrow?
Never know.
$5, that $5 tip would get her back to work tomorrow.
Like Hulk Hogan says, say your prayers, take your vitamins. There you go. Sports, Detroit, the Pistons beat the Lakers 112-106. The Red Wings were doubled up by Montreal 4-2. Both teams. Really, the mediocrity of Detroit sports right now is just
good news.
Just meh.
Tiger baseball kicks off pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, and then you got a mediocre Tiger season. Hey, Michigan still getting ready for the Final Four. I'm telling you, I hope I'm wrong.
Four.
That's right.
And if anybody the Lumberjacks this weekend.
That's right. You got the Lumberjacks.
All hope is not lost.
There you go.
Let's be a little more up with people.
All right, that's sports.
All right, very good. And can I give you one more last little life lesson?
What?
We went out Sunday afternoon for dinner with my parents for my dad's 75th birthday.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Well, it was great, but I want to give you a little lesson in proper etiquette when you're at a restaurant or a bar or something like that.
Okay.
I gave the waitress a $40 tip.
How big was the meal? How much was the
there
meal?
was my mom and dad, my sister, my brother, my nephew, his fiance, my great nephew, my brother-in-law, Cindy, me, and my uncle.
So it sounds like it's over $100 meal easily.
Oh, well over. Yeah, but you got a tip.
So you only left $40 for what was it? 130. That doesn't sound like much of a tip if the meal's like 125, $130. Really? Only $40?
He's coming from a guy who leaves $2 for
hey, a percentage. Hey, on a $6 meal,
yeah,
that's 33%, my friend. You weren't tipping 33%.
Oh, shut up. Get out.